You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about a shocking and drama-filled incident that happened in the 2024 Malaysian MotoGP. In this spirited race, Jack Miller suffered a horrific crash on the first lap. Imagine, his helmet twisted, tires and legs were run over in an instant, and it all happened in front of the eyes of thousands of spectators. This crash not only shook Jack, but also left race fans around the world stunned. We all know that MotoGP is a risky sport, but incidents like this always remind us of the dangers. As alarming as the situation may seem, there is good news to be thankful for. Jack Miller is grateful to have survived this accident. After the incident, the doctor who treated him gave a statement that Jack was in good condition and had no serious injuries, although he will definitely have to undergo a recovery process and deal with the trauma left by the incident. In this video, we take an in-depth look at how the crash happened, the quick reaction of the medical team, and how Jack Miller is trying to recover after this stressful moment. We'll also take a closer look at Jack's post-crash statements, how he's dealing with this bitter experience, and what this incident means for his career going forward. Be sure to watch all the way through, as we'll be sharing exclusive analysis and opinions from racing experts. Don't forget to like, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other exciting updates from the world of MotoGP. And here's the full news. Red Bull KTM rider Jack Miller updates us on his condition after being involved in a horror crash on the opening lap of the 2024 Malaysian MotoGP. The start of the Malaysian MotoGP race at the Sepang circuit on Sunday, March 11, 2024, had to be repeated and its duration reduced due to a horrific incident that occurred at Turn 2 after the first start created a chaotic scene. 3 riders fell off their bikes, with one of them getting caught in the gap between the tire and the seat of the opposing bike. The most horrifying figure in the crash was Jack Miller. Miller fell until his head hit the rear tire of Fabio Quartararo's motorcycle, Monster Energy Yamaha. Miller's thriller teammate, Brad Binder, Red Bull KTM, also fell because he was hit by his motorbike, making the situation even more chaotic. Miller's suffering is not only due to hitting El Diablo's tires. It is known that his leg was also run over by Joan Mir's Repsol Honda motorbike tire. The atmosphere was so terrible that it made all parties anxious. Miller had received treatment in the middle of the track, so his condition was unknown except that he was declared conscious. After the riders asked for the race to be stopped, ambulances and medical teams immediately arrived to provide assistance. The Australian rider was immediately rushed to the medical room for further examination. From all the examinations he had undergone, Miller finally gave some relief. He survived the horror accident without serious injury. It's just that, the part of the leg that was run over by Mir's motorbike suffered bruises. Lucky to survive such an incident today, Miller said in an Instagram story upload on the Jack Miller House account. "Thank you everyone for the kind messages. Thank you to Alpinestars for keeping me safe," he added. Alpinestars is a driving equipment brand that sponsors Miller, from helmets, gloves, racing clothes to shoes. In the photo uploaded by Miller, it can be seen that his helmet was rotated to an unnatural position because it hit the rear tire of Quartararo's motorbike. Although not seriously injured, Miller is known to have fainted. This was said by TNT Sports commentator Neil Hodgson, who spoke with the racer upon his return from the medical room. "I saw Jack. He walked in the paddock with his wife. I told him he had us all worried," Hodgson said, quoted by Crash.net. "And he said it was okay, just took a little nap. That's the problem, obviously he has a slight concussion. However, he looks fine, quite happy really." Meanwhile, the crash between Miller Binder Quartararo was debated whether it needed to be investigated by the stewards or not. In the end, the stewards stated that the riders involved in the accident were not penalized. The incident was deemed purely a racing incident, an accident that occurred as a result of competition. Red Bull KTM manager Francesco Guidotti considers Miller's accident to be a reminder that MotoGP is inherently dangerous and life-threatening. And so a reminder of the risks riders face every time they line up on the grid, said Gidet. On the other hand, MotoGP stated that KTM rider Jack Miller is in good condition after the collision incident at the 2024 Malaysian MotoGP at the Sepang circuit on Sunday 3/11. A horror collision occurred in the 2024 Malaysian MotoGP. Not long after the race started, an accident occurred at Turn 2. In a number of replays, Jack Miller was seen falling, then his head was nudged by Fabio Quartararo's motorbike, which also fell. The accident involved not only Miller and Quartararo, but also Brad Binder, so the red flag was raised to stop the race. As a result of the crash, Jack Miller had to be taken by ambulance as he left the circuit. However, MotoGP confirmed the Australian rider was in good condition. Initial checks show no serious injuries to rider Jack Miller, MotoGP wrote based on the medical director's info. In another video, MotoGP shows Jack Miller walking normally behind the paddock. He also took off his racing suit accompanied by the KTM crew. He then went to the medical center for a full examination and was declared healthy. The accident at the start of the 2024 Malaysia MotoGP race made many MotoGP fans nervous about Miller's condition. It was none other than the position of Miller, who had fallen on the track and then on the famous head of Quartararo's motorbike. Meanwhile, both Fabio Quartararo and Brad Binder themselves were declared fine.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine,